Today on 2K TV postseason, we have a 2K TV interactive special with tons of VC on the line, and the road to the finals brackets are finally.
Paris, São Paulo, França, Brasil.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics going up against the San Antonio Spurs at AT&T Center. Not a lot to complain about for this San Antonio group right now. The results have been excellent for them over the first half of the season. And it has to be said, they're not showing any signs of slowing down anytime soon. It's rare to see a point guard lead the NBA in scoring, but that's exactly what Freak is doing right now. Not only that, but he's still making sure to get everybody involved. How great has this been for this kid?
I mean, only MVP candidates can lead the league in scoring at the point guard position. I mean, it's critical to his team's success. Most guys would say, well, he's shooting too much, but no.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of
It's the Celtics from Boston who find themselves on the road here today for an interconference battle. The Spurs happy to be returning to San Antonio after the road trip. And, of course, Jay Crowder. This is their first game without him.
Well, as fans, as teammates, there are a lot of people that I'm sure are sad to see him go, given all he brings to the table. But I like what the trade does for him, and I bet it helps them right off the bat. I mean, it also is going to help him long term.
Well, we'll see, because you don't make a change this drastic without having a period of adjustment. So you may be right. We'll see how long it takes and whether this new look roster can gel.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Boston. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Then it's Jared Sullinger. Then there's Rudy Gay. Now here is Aldridge. 17 points for him last game against Sacramento. Here's Mahinmi. Drops it in from 11 feet.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
There's the pick. Sullinger a screen on Curry. Thomas kicks to Bradley. Sullinger the screen. Off the pick. Bradley can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Leonard on the wing. Sullinger defending the offensive rebound. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Thomas kicks to Bradley. The shot by Sullinger wide open. Gets an open look and hits.
Assistant, Avery Bradley.
Now Curry, who picked up 33 points in their last win against the Kings in Sacramento.
And how about how opportunistic he was defensively? Steal after steal for him in that game just showed the quickness of his hands and anticipation. Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Curry against Thomas. Sullinger with a screen for Thomas. In the corner, Bradley with it. Just 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3, and he gets it to go. Bradley's got his first 3 points of the game. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Curry passes it to Aldridge. Aldridge gets a screen from Curry. Aldridge kicks to Curry. Aldridge a screen. It's deflected. Picked his pocket. Inside. And Mahinmi with the stuff.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Following the shot by Rudy Gay. To the middle. And the layup's good off the glass. Aldridge has got his second basket of the night.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Sullinger dishes to Thomas. Back to Sullinger. Out to the right wing. From 16 feet away, he cans it. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Curry. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And LaMarcus Aldridge again. Aldridge has got 6.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And let's get your guys. Take now on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Here's Gay following the basket by Freak. There's the dish to Sullinger. Unloads. Will not go. This is off the front eye. Curry passes to Leonard. Good. Leonard's got his first. Points of the game.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Brad Stevens. He talked about the respect he has for the game of LaMarcus Aldridge and how tough it will be for them to slow him down, saying Aldridge is tough because he can score facing up or with his back to the basket. And with his length, it's tough to bother his shot. We'll look to deny him the ball when we can and just try to make it as hard as possible every touch. Kevin, we'll see how successful they are.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
2 shots.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Spurs leading by 6. It's Curry with the drive. Mahinmi passes to Todd. Curry wide open, drains it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 7. 7 points in the game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Thomas's shot is off. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
No one covering.
Yes, sir. San Antonio. Here we go, San Antonio. Please give it up. The Spurs dance team.
Let's take a quick look at the numbers for Jared Sullinger. This past month, he's really set himself apart, averaging 13 points per game, 9 rebounds. Rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Sure is. I mean, he thinks every rebound is his, and most of them are. That's why he's putting up such big numbers.
Green, he's checked in for Ian Mahinmi. Celtics also with a sub. Smart's checked in. Back to Curry. That's his 4th basket of the game. And he's only taken 4 shots off to a good start.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until the defense puts up a little more resistance, they ought to continue to pound them down low.
It's Sullinger atop the key. Sullinger, a screen on Curry. And Thomas, here we go. Sullinger, no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Now, here's Thomas, following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. It's Gay on the way. Green with the rebound.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Curry with it. Now Thomas defending, pushing their lead to double digits. And now it's an 11-point Spurs lead.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
The shot no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
Kyle Anderson is checked in for San Antonio. San Antonio shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Now here's Thomas. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. They need this, and he drops that one in.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Well, it was the Boston Celtics, their last game, a loss to the Wizards.
And you guys know how much I love aggressive defense, but in that game, they were just a bit over the top, and it wound up getting them in foul trouble.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was not just aggressive, it was reckless. I mean, they approached it more like bumper cars in a game of basketball.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
Here's Kelly. He feeds it to O'Quinn. Nice D from Aldridge.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And Leonard gets it to go.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
And now, your Spurs dance team.
Tony Parker's checked in for Curry.
Tony Parker.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Curry, he's in at the point. Martin is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Ian Mahinmi. And it's Todd in at the shooting guard position. That's the San Antonio 5. Martin with the bucket.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
Celtics trail by 21. Thomas kicks to Sullinger. He dishes it to Gay. Shot clock at 5. Jovanovic. Boston. No good that time either.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Martin kicks to Curry. The pass to Leonard. Goes up on the wing. And Boston with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Boston.
Yeah, they lost the momentum, and it's a bit surprising that that one got away from them because for long stretches they were the better team.
Well, if you only looked at the stat sheet, you'd have a hard time figuring out how they lost it. I mean, it was a case of a few small things, some of the intangibles that didn't go their way in the end.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Sullinger the screen. Bradley drives in. Great D that time from Curry.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Now here's Curry. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Tipped away. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. Pass to Sullinger. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Sullinger's got 6. Spurs leading by 19 points. Curry kicks to Mahinmi. Jared Sullinger grabs the board. The Celtics have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Thomas with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. And Sullinger kicks to Thomas. In transition, here comes San Antonio. On up the court. That one goes. Count it.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
And now, your Spurs dance team.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brad Stevens was giving to his team. He told his guys that their offense needed to run through Sullinger. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. I'm sure Coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris. Now, here's Bradley. 5 points in the game. 6 to shoot. Back to Thomas. Boston, no good that time either.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Leonard kicks to Martin. And Curry, here we go. Mahinmi passes to Ty. Curry, a screen on Thomas. Now the feed to Mahinmi, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
And Boston has possession after the basket by San Antonio. Gay against Martin. Gay outside. 20 feet out. That one off the back iron and out.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
The Celtics shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
That one is no good. Spurs leading by 22. Curry with it. 9 points in the game so far. Kicks it to Leonard. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And it's 8 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
It's Gay on the way. Covered by Martin. Gay dishes to Thomas. Can't cash in from close range.
Just tentative in the paint. Lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Outside, Martin. Shoots. And the shot is long. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. It's Bradley on the wing. He kicks it to Thomas. Goes up the baseline. Good on the jump shot. Thomas got 6 points.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there. Looking at the game for Kawhi Leonard, he's got 8 points and he's getting it done on the glass too.
You're right, Clark. He's done some real nice work on the inside.
This is his first free throw of the game.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
The Spurs making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Boston shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Here's Gay. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
It's Curry with the drive. Here's Leonard. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that that's now 11 points for Kawhi Leonard.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
And there before you are the teams that have been absolutely red hot for the last 10 games. Number 1, the Spurs.
You have to be impressed with their shot selection. I mean, the discipline on that end and the unselfishness really is what allows those great numbers to show up.
Marcus Aldridge is checked in for San Antonio. Curry against Thomas. Sullinger the screen. lets it go from 11. San Antonio with the rebound. Curry's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Aldridge. Todd. He's guarded by Thomas, and it's Bradley with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Thomas up top. 14 points from him the last game against Washington. Sullinger the screen. Down low. Rebound San Antonio.
Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Curry passes to Todd. Fires from deep. Shot is off. And the Celtics going the other way now. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Gay drives in. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And so it's Boston with it. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Sullinger outside. Clock at 6. Sullinger the screen. Here's Bradley. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got his 3rd rebound tonight. The Spurs have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. Mahinmi's shot is good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Here's Gay following the bucket by the Spurs. Double team on Thomas. Shot to end this cold run. And Curry pulls it down. Curry's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Passes it to Aldridge. To the paint. Here's Todd. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Now, here's Thomas. 6 points for him. And yes, sir, that one drops. And it's 8 points for Jared Sullinger.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
Here's Aldridge after Jared Sullinger's bucket. There's a screen. It's hauled in by Gay.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Now here's Thomas. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And a new group in for the Celtics. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Sullinger. A dominating first half.
ain't up. As far as me, I'm still caught up in all the. Still calling my expendables, cause it's hard to believe I can fit all of them boys in one. And the streets start trembling. It's way too many it seems. Too many witnesses. Up and down with their visions of what a street is.
I drink some.